Alright, what is up everybody? This is SpiderInc again. We are doing the roll game. Hope you guys aren't tired of this yet. I'm not, so that's why I'm going to continue playing it. So we have 2,500 rolls to try to get as many points as we can. Each face of the die is worth so many points, however many points that face is showing. By the end of 2,500 rolls, you want to try to have the highest amount of points. With that being said, there's multiple different tactics you can do. You can try to stay small with your die numbers, or you can just try to have 400 dice by the end of the game. It does seem like I'm having better runs when I have a small amount of die, such as 5. 5 is the perfect number because there are bonuses later on that give you more points if you have less die. Okay, that's interesting. Getting all +4s. That's cool. So I'm going to get all of these +4s, and then I'm going to go for the shop upgrade to get another die. The more shop upgrades I get, the more die I get, as well as the more shop purchases I can do. And I'm purchasing them, since all 4 of these are the exact same, I'm purchasing them in the point order. I think I might actually be falling a little behind on my rolls to points, but this is probably one of the bigger numbers I've ever had at this stage in the game, the 34. So hopefully I'll end up with about 2,250 rolls, and that will be average. Alright, so I'm actually well below average, or not well, 30 rolls behind average at this point in the game for myself. Add a reroll, increment, a die adder. That's a cheap-ish die adder. Kind of want to go for it. Normally they're like 5,300. That's only 4,900. It's kind of telling me to go for a lot of die, isn't it? I think that might be the case, is it's trying to tell me to go for quite a few die. So I'm going to get this 13 right there. Should I get a reroller? So I'm going to go for the +4, at least. Add that to the 34 probably. I don't know if I want to add that. It's really not a multiplicative thing. I'm gonna go for the +2. Do I go for the reroller? Put that on the 40. So if it rolls 40, I'll reroll again. And then I'm gonna go for the die, the extra die. And I'll actually put, I'm actually gonna go for it. I'm going to go for the die reroller, or the die adder. So I'm not going to stick to a lower amount of die this round. We can get this extra die and go for the die adder. I'm going to stay below 99 on all my die, because I want the sub 99 bonuses. So even though I put that reroller on the 40, the first like 6-side reroller that I get, I am going to put on this left die, and that's where I'm going to add this die reroller, or the die adder. Actually, I could put the die adder here in the middle. I put the die adder here in the middle, and that might actually be my best choice, because I already have a single reroller here. So yeah, let's just do it that way. Add another reroller. Add a face value to itself. Let's do the add face value to itself, and I might actually put a few more rerolls on this side, on this die, just so I can get those adders faster. Alright, so I'm gonna get that 2 reroll right there. I'm gonna add that onto this middle die. Normally I wouldn't do this at all. Let's see if I get on the die face. Let's do that. Let's put a face. Face multiplier. Let's put a face multiplier on this right side, or on this left side. Let's do this adjacent reroller. We're gonna put that adjacent reroller here in the middle, because that'll make all these die reroll. Let's get rid of the 4. Let's add that 3 times reroller. This is a messy build already. Very messy. But you know what? That's what I'm going for this round. That is what I'm going for this round. Let's put the reroller on that adjacent reroller. Let's get a sub 13 die. For 4,000. Just because it's another die. Let's start getting these dies going. Let's get that 2 die. I've already added a few dice, so that's good. I went too fast, dang it. Alright, so let's get the shop upgrades, and I can start getting some bonuses. So this kind of messed me up already. This is really going to lag down this game come the back end, like the last 700 rolls. So that's not good. I was going to and from the shop a little too fast. Messed that one up already. So I've already plus over 6. So Mega Run will increase. Let's set them to the highest number. I don't want that. What I want is these face multipliers. I want some nice good bonuses, but I want the face multipliers times, or the amount of die times 2. So that's actually adjacent to rerollers. So I'm going to do the previous die times 10, or times, what is that, times 2. I'm going to put that on this die times 20, die count times 20. That should give me pretty decent money already. And I'm going to put, sounds silly, but I'm going to put this times 10. I'm going to put that on the 13. No, I'm going to put that on the 5. That's on this first die. So if I get the sub 13 is times 500%, and the prime numbers are times some odd percent. No, I want it on this times 5. Yeah. The face multiplier for the high space. I don't think I really need this face multiplier one, but I am going to do it just in case if I do get that prime number. Let's re-roll, no 99s, so that is already going to be awesome. 57 is a prime number, so let's get the 57 as well. I'm just going to put that on one of them that doesn't have those face valued ones, because there's a possibility that this 57 will be popped up. Let's get rid of that 2 that's right there. Let's get that 57,000, no 99s. Everything's going to be times 2. For 57,000. It's going to take me a little bit to get there. Luckily, I have die being added. Oof. Oof. That was quite a bit to get to that. That was quite a bit to get to that. So let's do a face value times 5. Let's see here. Let's just put that on a random 1. Let's refresh. I have 13 refreshes. Don't want either one of those. Die count times by 10. And I'll put that on a 3 times re-roller. That one popped up pretty darn good, or pretty darn fast. Actually, does that one have a re-roll? It does not have a 3 times re-roll yet. So I'm actually going to put that on that. I'm going to get this 3 re-rolls. So then hopefully that times previous roll times 2 is going to happen quite often. That is my goal, at least. So I'm kind of mixing and matching my plans. Let's get that times 5. We'll put that on like the 13 or something. So yeah, I'm mixing and matching the my previous ones. Actually, let's put that on the 57, where sometimes I would go with the previous one. Yeah, let's go with that one. So like small amount of die, but also doing these previous rerolls and stuff, and the prime numbers. Like I'm kind of trying to introduce them all on the same run. I'm just kind of testing the waters on this to see if it might actually end up on a pretty good run. So I'm going to keep that 5 there. I'm going to get rid of the 3. Replacing it with that. Let's get that face multiplier. Another one was 16. The number 16, don't really want number 16, don't need it. Let's get this times 2. Just in case if anything ever actually comes of it. Let's put that on this 1. Let's do a refresh. Times 3 rerolls. Die. Breeder. I'm kind of past the breeding point on die. I mean, I don't have that many reroll rolls left. I don't think that that's going to be worth it, really. I do have these I could replace. With the rerolls. Actually, I will. You know what? I will. So I'm going to do the rerolls right on that one, and I'm going to replace those with the die breeder ones. Probably not a good idea, but screw it. That's what I'm doing. Because they'll probably never actually happen. Just because of 726 remaining. So the sets 3 of a kind plus 500%, having all these extra die will actually really help out with that. So I should be getting sets quite often. So I'm doing that. That should let me get these a lot faster. I'm going to keep all these guys as like low numbered ones. Alright, so that's a 1. Place that with the die breeder. 200. It's got to take 200 rolls. I mean, the re-rolls are going to help, but still, that's 200 rolls on a single face. It's not looking good. Each one of those might only give me 1. It's prime number die. This other one was an adjacent re-roller, I think. Let's get the adjacent re-roller. Maybe that'll help on the re-rolls. I have quite a few shop refreshes. That'll really start helping out. I'm not making a lot of points, but I'm definitely growing myself a little bit. Okay, so the doubles, no, die adder, and then doubles the 100%. That'll be fantastic. Okay, so that actually happened quite fast. I'm going to put that on this die breeder die again. Let's get the doubles 100%. That happened relatively quickly. So I am keeping an eye out on all of these other things in case if I want them. Single face multiplier, I'll take it. Should pay for itself relatively quickly. I mean, depends on the bonuses that I get. I do need to do shop refresh here shortly. Oh, I need to purchase the last shop upgrade too, to really get the best items, or the best things I can purchase. So getting that. I can now refresh the shop. No weights, plus 200%. Prime numbers times by 2. Die booster adder. Let's get the 400,000 one first. That's plus 200% for no weights. Because I think I can get that relatively quickly. Yeah, there we go. So that's going to boost my what I can do a lot better. Let's go prime reroll. There we go. Now it's 300,000. Overshot it just a little bit. Die adder. So yeah, I'm not getting a lot of rolls, but I am keeping this going. So that's good. Let's get this times 4. That's gonna be 1,000,004 that I need. That was a relatively fast 1,000,004. Okay. Let's put that on this, as it is still adjacent to that reroller. Don't want those. Let's get this. Die times 100. Amount of die times 100. Because I'm at like about 15 die now. So it's 15, that's 1,500. And if I can get that to be doubled, that'd be fantastic. Let's get rid of that 20 right there, because I want to leave that 5 there. Let's get 2 million times 2. 2 million for times 2. Let's see here. Let's just throw that onto a random die. Let's get another random die, sub 50 random die. I think I'm gonna start adding all these dice that I can see now. Like that one for 4 million. I'll add that. Let's see here. Let's get this times 5, and then I'll go for that times 10. Those 10, one faced, one dotted faced. You know what I'm talking about. This one right here, we're gonna go for that. That was a fast 4 million. So that just gave that 100, the die count times 100. That just gave that a times 10. That's kind of why I wanted to do that. Prime number times 500%. Yes, please. That is making my prime numbers 500% more effective. That'll be making my runs better. 43, that is a prime number. 43, you're going to replace this 2 that's right there. We're going to do a die booster adder. No. Let's do 3 times re-roller. Why are we doing a 3 times re-roller? That is a very good question. What am I trying to re-roll? You're already a times 3 re-roller. You're the die count. You are also a times 3 re-roller. Your prime numbers. So let's do you guys. Let's see here. Run multiplier, 8 million. Should happen a few times. Might not be a lot, but it should happen a few times. Should help out a lot. Let's do 19 million for 10 more die. Alright, that's 10 more die added. Let's do another 20 million for 10 more die. We still have 400. Let's do a times 6, or 6 times re-roll. Where do we want a 6 times some re-rolls? We want some re-rolls on that one. Let's do refresh. Wild adjacency, non-standard multiples. That's 6 million for a times 50. Which I think I will place on that die right there. That has the doubled, the previous roll doubled. You know what? No, let's do that on those ones right there. And then we will actually do, we'll place down that 6-faced reroll as well. 6-faced 3 reroll on something. We will also get more die. Alright, so we did that. We're going to put that on this. Let's get some more die out there. That's 41 million or 40 million. Cost it a little bit. That's okay. I think I'm gonna re-roll. Let's get sub 13 or worth 1,000 more. So each one is worth 100. Now I'm gonna get that times 5, that times 10 on that 5. That's right there. Ha! So all these ones are actually stacking up very nicely. Do I already have a multiplier on that 5? I already have a times 10. So let's do another times 5, that's a times 10. Let's get that 50%, additional 50% on all dice that are rerolled. I need a reroll for all my die. It'd have to be a bonus. That'll make that happen. I don't need a die breeder. Don't need an incrementer, but I will get that. That'll give me some more points on all my ones that I have. There we go. Die modifier. You know what? I think I can get that in a relatively short amount of time. 176 million. Yeah, I can get that in a relatively short amount of time. Perfect. So let's get the die. I think that that might be a decent. No, it's only giving me like 1,000 points. So not really worth it. Wild adjacency, combat. Don't really need those. That's a copy of a die. Don't really need that. 300%. Times 10. Yep. Previous times 10. That would go great right there. Previous times 10. Perfect. We're gonna go with that. Doubles. That should be giving me quite a bit now. That previous times 10. That is what I was wanting. Copy a die for 2.5 trillion. Don't know if I can do that yet. Yep, top 3. I can definitely get that to that. Top 3 give 10% more. If I can't get it, I'm gonna try. Because that'll just increase this even more exponentially. Times 10 for 3 trillion. Let's see if I can get that. Ha! Alright, so I'm up in the trillions now. That's good. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than that's good. Let's do another free reroll. Yahtzee bonus, 3 trillion. Yes. That Yahtzee bonus is going to be amazing. So I'm glad I kind of did a little mix of my... So that should let all of my dice re-roll. That's my goal, is all my ones should be able to like re-roll a few times. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh. That sucks. That was the wrong purchase. Previous 1 times 2. That's weighted. I need to make it glued, I think. So then it's not weighted anymore. Upon purchase, die quantity faces can now be affected by multipliers in which single face multipliers will no longer target any numerical, only die quantity faces. Okay, so that is awesome. So that's 4 trillion. That's 18 trillion. Luckily, I don't have anything with the minus weights, I think. I just got 5 trillion in a split second. Let's go for the 18 trillion. That took a few more rolls, about 5 for 18 trillion. For 39 trillion. So I just added 10 more ones. Do I want to put... Yes, I do. Why not? That one's going to replace this 30. So I really don't know which one's better. Let's try to get that for 10 more ones. Let's see, so that's 59 trillion. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to get to that die copier, because I'd actually love to copy this die. I'd love to copy that one die. But I don't know if I will get there. Let's just re-roll again. Re-roll again. 83 trillion. Is it going to be worth it to buy it? I don't think so. It might not have been worth it to buy those ones either. Single face multipliers will now target your 2 highest scoring numeric dices, but they aren't even targeting the highest numeric dices. They're targeting... You know what? I'm gonna go for it. And let's see how good it is. See if I get some silly amount. Or if I completely broke my build. And break, not in a good way. Break. Okay, so yeah, it wasn't worth it. I broke the build. I should be up in the trillions. I should be up in the trillions, so I broke it with whatever that bonus was. I broke the build. So that wasn't my best. But thanks for watching, staying along with me. Take care, guys.